Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving holiday. My name is Joni Ogg, and on behalf of Travel Professional News, homebasedtravelagent.com, and findahosttravelagency.com, I welcome all of you to today's webinar, and thanks again for taking the time to be with us. Today's webinar is a great topic, and I know a lot of us think about this one, and that is how to grow your business beyond your friends and family, because obviously they're the first ones that you can count on, but how do we get it past that point? So our speaker today is Kendra Tainsh, the Director of Advisor Services at Travel Age Network. She has over 28 years of experience in the travel industry, and she began her career as a travel advisor, just like you, later advancing to regional manager and now director, where she supports advisors and managers across Canada and the United States. Now, Kendra's background includes advisor coaching and mentoring, as well as teaching college travel and tourism course instruction. Just remember that you will be muted today, but we do really encourage and welcome your questions at any time. Just type them in the questions area that you see on the right-hand panel on your screen there. And then when the presentation is all over, we will take as many of those questions then as we can. We are going to be awarding a $50 Amazon gift card, courtesy of us here at Travel Professional News, and this will take place at the end of the webinar. So be sure to listen carefully for your chance to win. I'm going to go ahead at this point and turn the mic over to Kendra so that we can get started. Welcome, Kendra. So great to have you here.
Thank you, Joni. I appreciate being here, and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm so glad you're here. So as Joni mentioned, my name is Kendra Tainsh, Director of Advisor Services at Travel Edge, and today together we're going to explore how to grow your travel business beyond your circle of family and friends. I know we all start off selling to our friends and family, but we do want to see how we can grow beyond that. So this session is about building a professional brand, identifying your niche, and developing partnerships that will help you scale your sustainability. So here's our roadmap for today. We'll begin with the foundation of building your brand. Then we'll move on to identifying a niche, which is all about finding your unique place in the travel market. And then finally, we'll look at how to develop strategic partnerships that expand your reach and create new opportunities for yourself. So we'll first look at brand building and marketing. And I apologize if you can hear a little barking in the background, the joys of working from home. I do apologize. But starting off with building your brand. So your brand is more than just a logo. It's the promise you make to your clients and the experience they associate with you. Building a strong, authentic brand is a foundation for long-term success in travel. Your brand sets you apart, it attracts your ideal clients, and it builds trust. So your product just isn't a vacation or customized itinerary. It also includes your expertise, confidence, and the relationships that you create. So a clear brand helps clients understand who you are, what you stand for, and why you're the right advisor for them. So ultimately, it drives loyalty, referrals, and sales. So if we look at the slide here, the steps into building your brand is understanding your audience. And we'll go into more detail in the slides here. So understanding your audience, you're going to define your purpose. Then you have your value proposition, your brand personality and your voice, a visual brand elements, and then of course, brand messaging. Okay. So starting off, understanding your audience. So understanding your audience in sales, truly knowing your audience is one of the biggest keys to having success in sales. So when you understand who you're speaking to, you can tailor your message, you can anticipate objections, build trust faster, and then close sales more effectively. So you want to start with the clarity around your audience. So who is it that you want to serve, and what do they value? What problems or frustrations do they face when planning travel? And of course, what inspires them? So your goal is to create a brand that feels custom built for that particular traveler, right? So then you want to consider travel attitudes and demographics. So are your travelers, are they adventurous? Are they comfort seeking, or are they trend driven? Age, income, family status, lifestyle, and purchasing behaviors, they all matter. So some clients value quality over quantity, others follow influencers, and many prioritize convenience. And you don't want to forget about the pain points like cost, time, safety, complexity. Understanding those factors allows you to tailor your service and meet real needs. And if you look on the chart here, we've got it kind of broken down for you. So we have the persona of your traveler, your age, household income, education, employment, marital status, family status, and then you can look at their different travel attitudes, and we've highlighted 3 there. You can look at their purchasing behaviors. We mentioned quality over quantity. Their lifestyle enhancement. Is this trip going to be like a life-changing event for them? Do they have a brand loyalty? Is there a hotel brand that they like to stick with? Do they like Marriott? Do they like Hyatt? We look at comfort and convenience. Are they amenities driven? There's many agencies, host agencies that have consortia. Ours is Ensemble. And at many of our top brands, we offer additional amenities. Does that matter to your client? Are they looking at new, popular, or trending influences? Do they look at social media influencers? There's a lot of that out there. You look at TikTok, you look at Instagram, lots out there. Are they conscious about spending? Do they like online spending? Do they look at blogs? Brand loyalty, is the brands aligned with their values? Or do they have an affinity for technology? And when we look at pain points, we look at cost, time constraints. Can they only travel during certain times of year? Do they get stressed with the complexity of planning? Do they have safety concerns? Are they worried about travel restrictions and regulations? With a lack of information or resources, that's where you come in. Do they have environmental concerns, or are they focused on health and wellness? So are they time starved, seeking luxury, planning milestone trips, or are they looking for reinsurance? Knowing these type of drivers ensures your messaging resonates deeply with them. And one tip that I always used to use was you can use client stories. So ask your clients about their last 3 trips. What did they love about it? And what could have been improved? This gives you a real insight into recommendations for your clients. If they didn't like something on the last trip, that you're not going to suggest that, right? But if they had a really good positive experience, then you can mold your travel offerings to what they've experienced before. You want to use open-ended or probing questions. Those open-ended probing questions, they always start with a what, a why, or a how. And the reason being is it encourages deeper responses and uncovers their true needs, wants, and their pain points. Open-ended probing questions, you don't want to ask questions that are a yes or no. You want to have a conversation with them and have them open up to you and give you a little bit more detail on what they're looking for, right? And every strong brand rests on a clear foundation. So we've built this little house for you that you can look at when building your own brand. So a tagline, if your business has a tagline, it should be short, memorable, and easy to recall. What's your vision of your brand? Is it aspirational? Where is it that you want to go? And what are your goals? Then every good brand has a mission statement. So your mission statement should be practical and basically, why do you exist today, right? What's the reason for the existence of your brand? And then we look at value propositions. So it explains the unique benefits that you deliver. What is it that you can deliver that perhaps maybe somebody else can't? Okay. Then we look at positioning. So how do you communicate that value to your audience? Is it through social media? Is it through local events? Is it advertising? And we'll go into all of that a little bit later in the presentation. Then we look at our brand pillars. So these are your core themes like quality, innovation, or sustainability that define your identity. So together, all of these elements, or this little house, right, can help build a brand that is both recognizable and trustworthy. Okay. So now we'll talk about how to share your brand with the world. So these are your marketing channels. So email marketing is the first highlight. Email marketing allows you to personalize communication and build relationships. So content marketing, such as blogs, guides, magazines, it encourages clients with valuable insights. A professional website is your digital storefront. It's showcasing your services and your offers. Social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok let you inspire, share testimonials, and promote offers. So each channel plays a role in building your branding and your visibility and your trust. Okay. So looking at personal marketing, so email marketing. Using a single or a multi-partner, customer-focused emails to showcase partner offers, products, themes, and destinations, you can use that. You can personalize each email with your logo and your contact information and drive clients to landing pages with lead forms. So you could have a page, have an email, right, with a link in it. The client clicks on it and it can have a lead form with multiple questions on there to ask them a little bit more of what they're looking for in a vacation. So personalization is key. Tailored emails with partner offers and destination highlights allows you to connect directly with your clients and inspire engagement. And so the three that we've got there are single partner communications. Are you going to focus just on one partner? Say you wanted to highlight Explorer Journeys to capture potential cruise clients. So you would do an email marketing all around Explorer Journeys. Is there multiple partner communications? Is there some partners that go well together? So you could have a cruise, you could have a pre or post cruise hotel. You could have shore excursions and put that all together on a package. So all these multiple partner communications, they all fit together to create one cohesive offering. And then, of course, the landing pages on there. So those are our three examples of email marketing that you can use. Okay. So content marketing. So you want to leverage high quality publications to showcase your expertise. So here at Travel Edge, our advisor email contacts can receive range and range best virtual publications from our consortia ensemble. While advisors can also enroll 25 clients to receive printed magazines with a personalized back cover branding, including your logo and contact information. And you can actually adjust that messaging on there to put a little blurb that you've created on there. So it's fully customizable. Content marketing like this, it'll help position you as a knowledgeable expert, sharing valuable travel stories, guides, and insights that engage your audience. And I believe that the Range magazine was up there with the Condé Nast in awards. They actually won an award this year for one of the best print publications in there. And Range is not just about destination. It's not just about trying to sell clients a vacation. It's not all partners that are advertising in there. I've seen things like the best sunscreens, the most environmentally friendly sunscreens. I've seen articles on hats and on gear for traveling and that. So it's a really great great publication for your clients and to keep them engaged. Okay. And when we look at websites, so websites are especially with dynamic templates, they make your business look polished and professional. So you want to elevate your business with these tools. Here again at Travel Edge, with our consortia ensemble, we have client sites. So it features dynamic templates, a variety of designs, and ready to use content. It is pre-designed, but it is edible. So they give you kind of the basis behind it, and they give you the content, but then you can edit it to fit into your own brand. So these are offered by some host agencies, and it makes it easier than ever to enhance your online presence and to reach potential clients. So a professional, polished website, it helps to showcase your expertise and helps your business stand out from others. Okay. And social media. So with a social media toolkit, you may be gaining access to templates and partner contact through your host agency that you can easily share across your social channels. These toolkits provide ready-made, engaging content to help keep your channels active while helping you to connect with clients in a personal and authentic way. And one of the things with social media is you do want to keep it consistent. If you have your brand on there, you want your brand consistent when you're posting. And also posting, you can post different promotions, you can promote different partner content on there, but you also want to make sure that you're posting about your personal travels, things that you're doing into the industry, how you are active in the industry there, just to make it more personalized. But definitely with branding, you want to keep it consistent to have it professional. And we're going to go into local marketing. What is local marketing? You don't want to underestimate the power of your own neighborhood. So local marketing, it helps to build relationships right where you live. So it's in your own communities. It targets those customers who live in your community and helping to promote relationship building. So knowing your audience, you want to target your message locally. And how do you do that? Well, you can do that through community events. You can participate in local festivals, maybe charity drives and fairs. You want to engage directly with the people in your area and showcase your services. Social media is wonderful and it has its place for sure. But I find personally, when I was an advisor, getting out into my local community made all of the difference. You're making those connections. So in my past with like festivals, community fairs, in where I live in Ontario, we have a big Irish festival. I would go and have a little booth there, always giving away a little something like a little treat or something to people that stop by to talk to me. I would do a Christmas fair. I know Christmas fair sounds kind of funny for travel, but honestly, you would have so many people at these Christmas fairs, and they can only look at so much Christmas stuff or holiday fair, like a spring fair and they would always come and talk to me. I would buy a little chocolate basket that I would put together, and I would give that away. And that was a way of me getting names, getting phone numbers, getting emails to add to my marketing list on there. Local partnerships. So you want to collaborate with nearby businesses for cross promotions, joint events, referral programs, or co-branded marketing. These partnerships help both parties expand their reach and visibility. So when we talk about local partnerships, again, when I was an advisor, I was in an office, but we had a spa right beside us. So I would give the spa, I would give us our business cards, and they would staple our business cards to each receipt. Or when people were paying, they would give them a copy of our business card. And the spa, on the other hand, had little flyers that we would put into all of our tickets. When people picked up tickets or when they came into the office, we would give them their information. So local partnerships, they can go other ways too. I mean, are you part of a local a book club? Are you do you golf? Are you a member of a golf course? Do you ski? Right? Do you go to a ski hill? You can look at tons of different local partnerships to get yourself out there, to get your name, to be meeting people. And of course, there's always word of mouth. So you want to encourage satisfied clients to refer friends, family, and colleagues. Offer incentives. Offer a gift card or a discount to motivate referral. So it could be like a little Starbucks gift card if somebody refers another client to you. It could be a $25 off your next trip, right? I will say that word of mouth and referrals are probably the biggest generator of business. So local marketing builds genuine relationships where you live. You want to get involved, you want to make connections, and leverage your neighborhood to grow your presence and attract loyal clients. Okay. So networking. You want to attend local events, business meetups, Chamber of Commerce meetings to connect with other business owners and potential clients. You want to build relationships within your community that can lead to valuable referrals and partnerships. Uh, and you can do local sponsorships. You can support local sports teams, school events, community initiatives. This boosts brand visibility and shows your commitment to meaningful causes. And you want to, you do want to be on local search engines. So you want to optimize your website for local keywords, create a Google My Business profile, and get listed in local directories to appear in your local search results. Strong local connections often translate into loyal long-term clients, helping your business grow from within your community and up. So building your brand, we're going to look at defining your niche, right? So defining your niche by showing problems that you solve. So the first step in building a personal brand is defining your niche. So you want to ask yourself, what am I passionate about? What skills and expertise do I bring? Who do I serve best? And what do I want to achieve in the travel and tourism industry? Your niche reflects your unique value, your target audience, and what sets you apart from others. It could be a travel blogger focused on sustainable tourism. It could be a travel agent specializing in luxury escapes, or a tour guide sharing authentic cultural experiences. Your niche is what makes you stand out and shows you the value that you bring to your audience. So once you defined your niche, you can build an online presence like a website, a blog, social media optimized for your niche. You can network and connect with others in the industry, both online and offline. You want to share your value. So you want to post authentic content that highlights your expertise. Stay consistent and adaptable. So you want to monitor your performance, enhance new tools, and redefine your approach. And you want to show your personality. So authenticity creates emotional connections that clients will remember. Defining your niche and communicating it clearly is the foundation of a strong and memorable personal brand. Okay. So the key to a strong personal brand is maintaining a consistent online presence with engaging, value-driven content. Planning your content in advance makes this easier and more effective. So you want to, when you create a professional online presence, you want it to include, again, your website, your blog, and your social media. It should be relevant, consistent, and tailored to your niche. Optimize for search engines using your keywords, your tags, and metadata to help potential clients find you. So for an example, a travel photographer can use Instagram to share images, a website to display a portfolio, and a blog to tell stories behind each shot. Networking with others. So you don't want to forget the social in social media and engage with your network consistently. So the third step into building your personal brand is connecting with others in the travel and tourism industry. Networking opens doors to opportunities, learning, and valuable relationships that can advance your career. You can continue to network online by joining groups, forums, communities related to your niche, or offline by attending events, conferences, and workshops. You can also reach out to influencers, mentors, and peers who can offer guidance, feedback, and collaboration. And sharing your value is like showing your superpowers just without the cape. I love that. I love that little line. So the fourth step in building your personal brand is sharing your experience with your audience and your network. Create content that highlights your knowledge, your insights, and your unique perspective into travel and tourism. You want to make it informative, entertaining, and authentic while addressing your audience needs and interests. You can share your content on your own platforms like your website, blog, or social media, or you can contribute to other platforms through guest posts, podcasts, and webinars. For example, a travel consultant could share tips, recommendations, and reviews on destinations, products, and services. And if you've recently traveled, you definitely want to share that experience. Okay. You also want to bring new technologies and tools into your toolbox. So this is the fifth step in building your personal brand. Be consistent and adaptable. Keeping your online presence, networking, and content creation active while staying up to date on trends in the travel and tourism industry. You want to monitor your brand's performance. You can do that by using metrics, analytics, and feedback to understand your reach and impact. Continuously improving your skills, knowledge, and experience through courses, reading, and of course, travel. For example, a travel videographer could stay current with latest video production tools, techniques, and styles. Okay. And of course, you want to show your personality. So being authentic means people will always know the real you. This is the sixth and final step in building your personal brand. You want to share your values, your passions, and your unique quirks through your online presence, networking, and content. Your personality sets you apart. It also makes you memorable, and it helps to connect with your audience on an emotional level. So being genuine, honest, transparent, never copy or imitate others. You be you. For example, a travel podcaster can use their voice, tone, and humor to showcase their personality and, of course, engage listeners. Right? So tips on defining and identifying your niche. You want to build on what you know. So focus on your passions and strengths and expand them through research, learning, and networking opportunities. You want to craft your value proposition, which we talked about before. That's your elevator pitch. This is a concise statement which tells your potential clients who you are, what you do, and of course, what it matters. You want to keep it relevant and valuable. Make sure your value proposition addresses your audience needs and highlights your strengths. And you want to be clear, unique, and specific. Your message should stand out, be easy to understand, and show clients why they are going to choose you. Okay. And so we're going to talk about developing strategic partnerships. So why do you want to do this? To help you grow faster, deliver more value, and strengthen your position in the market while building mutual beneficial relationships. Okay. Expanding your professional ecosystem, grow your contacts in your product list. So networking in the travel industry is all about creating this rich ecosystem and connections, not just with fellow travel professionals, but also with suppliers, destination management companies or DMCs, tour operators, and local businesses in key destinations. These relationships provide insider knowledge, access to exclusive deals, and insights on emerging trends. By nurturing these connections, travel professionals expand their portfolio of offerings, ensuring that they are consistently providing unique and tailored experiences. And just a tip, if you don't have an active LinkedIn account, it's a good place to start making connections. Don't be afraid to connect with fellow industry contacts. You want to grow your connections and grow your professional network. Okay. And turn your clients into VIPs. Networking is the key to personalizing the travel experience. By leveraging your connections with local operators and businesses, you can create bespoke experiences tailored to each of your clients' preferences, whether it's securing a table at a sought-after restaurant, arranging a private tour, or providing access to exclusive events. These thoughtful touches elevate your client satisfaction, and of course, they build loyalty. And you want to keep up with the times. So network fuels innovation and collaboration. By connecting with a range of professionals and organizations, you can discover new ideas, new business models, and new opportunities. It could include partnering with tech startups to implement advanced booking systems, working with ecotourism companies that offer sustainable travel, or co-creating unique experience with local artists and creators. Okay. And that goes through our building your business beyond your family and friends. So, Joni, did you want to come
Hi,
back?
I'm here.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Kendra. Great information. And I do have some questions for you. Just give me a second. Let me get them up in front of me here. Okay. Um, what is it you seem to, what if you have two different groups that are booking with you, like boomers and families with teens? So basically, kind of how do you mix that is the question, I believe.
Well, and I think that's everybody can have two niches, right? You could have a niche
Yeah.
where you are boomers, and then you also look at families, right? And especially new starting out, you're not going to say, okay, all I'm going to do is book is cruises, all I'm going to book is environmentally friendly properties, right? On there, because if you do, then you're not going to grow. I think that when you start off, you can start learning in one particular niche, right? And you can put that as a focus. But as you start out, you're going to be booking a wide range of things. And as you gain more customers, as you learn more, then you can kind of go towards one niche where maybe all I want to sell is luxury, right? But
Mhm.
and I think it's a smart thing to have more than one niche for sure.
Okay, perfect. This another good question is how do I determine my audience versus my clients? So in other words, the clients right now are friends and family, but she wants or he wants to branch into luxury. So how do we determine that?
So what I would start doing is you do have your family and friends, and you're always going to have them, right? You're always going to have them as clients. But if you wanted to break into luxury, again, it's all about learning, doing some training, and learning with experiences. And you could start with that on your social media. Right? You can start highlighting the luxury aspect of travel, but not forgetting your clients. And you can join a host agency or a consortia.
That
you
makes
know,
tons of
um,
sense too, of course.
yeah, exactly. At Travel Edge here, we have we're pretty much focused on luxury, but we do have lots of advisors that still have non-luxury partners. Our consortia ensemble has great amenities when it comes to cruises and hotels, but not all of their supplier partners are 5-star. We do have, the 4-star, so that we can service everybody.
Perfect. Okay. Do you recommend hiring somebody to handle perhaps the online presence, the website and email, social media, that sort of thing,
Yeah,
e-marketing?
yeah, you can. I always tell people, my advisors, when they first got started, right? You want to have that learning basis, um, but eventually, yes, you want to see some money coming in as well as putting money out. But
Yeah,
there are
amen.
Yeah, of course, but there are certainly opportunities out there, and there are companies, and there's a lot of free companies that have content as well. But there are a few different travel-focused email marketers that you can approach to do your social media for you, because not everybody's comfortable with it.
Right.
Here at Travel Edge, we offer personalized marketing at no extra cost to advisors.
Perfect.
We look at marketing, social media, print magazines, and we have a great marketing team. Yeah,
It's so important because when you think about, what you're good at, that's what you need to figure out is what am I good at? What is my superpower here, and how do I
exactly.
use that instead of wasting my time on something that I'm really not very good at all, and so some people are fantastic at social media and others
Yeah,
like myself aren't very good at it. So you have to kind of know, right? And
that's
you have
right.
to, and if you just sit there battling doing something that you really aren't that good at doing, you're wasting so much of your important time on what you are good. So if you're good at selling, then you should be selling, right?
Exactly.
Um, does Travel Age provide leads?
We do have some leads that come into we don't have a formal lead service.
Okay,
However, we do have leads that come in off of our website, that we do share out. Yes.
okay. And does Travel Edge by chance have a production requirement to join?
No, we have a venture program, which are new to business. It's a 12-month learning program that we have for new advisors coming in. But we have other segues as well. So if you have some experience in the travel industry, you've been an advisor, maybe taken some time off, we have our business builders, which you can come into, but we do kind of point everybody that is newer, that doesn't have any travel background, we point them towards our venture program. Yes.
Perfect. And there was a question, and I'm just going to clarify. They're asking if Travel Edge is a host agency program. And yes, that you are a
We
host
are.
agency program, correct?
Yes, we are.
Okay. And I'm sure there may be costs to join Travel Edge. Somebody's asking that. I don't know if that's something you'd like them to reach out to you separately about, or.
Yes, of course. We've got our website there, and you can use the QR code there to contact us, and we can talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, because I'm sure it all depends on experience and all the rest of it as well.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect. Great questions. And anybody doesn't seem to have any more right yet. So I think what we'll do is, without further time, we'll go ahead and do our prize. How does that sound?
Perfect. Thanks, Joni.
All right. No worries. Thank you for your great webinar and for answering all the questions. So I have a question. It's a simple true or false question, folks. What you're going to do is you're going to keyboard your answer, be it true or false, in the questions area that you see on the right-hand side of your screen that you've actually, for those of you who put questions in, I have wiped out the questions for the moment, and we are going to end by watching for the trues or false. Okay, this person jumped the gun. Nope, can't answer yet. I haven't asked the question. So I have to pull you back out of there. Okay. That's good. Well, it's only one or the other answer. You're going to be maybe right at some point. All right. So we're going to randomly pick here somebody with the correct answer. So here's the question. Understanding your audience involves gathering demographic and psychographic insights to learn their behaviors and their motivations. Go. Wow. Everybody got this right. Oh my God, you guys really
That's
keyboard
awesome.
fast over here. Whoa, scary. Okay.
Awesome.
Man. Okay, I'm going to close my eyes and roll down my screen here and land on somebody. And I have landed on Renita McKenzie. And Renita, you have won a $50 gift card courtesy of Travel Professional News. And could I ask you, Kendra, is that a true or a false?
It was true.
Not one single person said false.
That's awesome.
That is, well, that just proves how well our agents here listen. That's awesome. So thank you, everybody. That was fun. That was super fun. I'm really looking forward to when we work with you guys again in the next year, Kendra. It's really been a pleasure this year. So I will be sending you, Renita, that Amazon gift card so you can get shopping before all the sales are sold out at this point. And we will get you all set up. So be watching for an email for that. And Kendra, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Thank you, everybody. Kendra, you go ahead and say your goodbyes, and we'll call it a day.
Yeah, congratulations, Renita. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. And thank you, Joni, for this opportunity. We really appreciate it. And we appreciate you joining and being part of our session. And if you have any questions, yeah, please feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to connect. So thank you so much.
Sounds good, folks. And just so you know, we do record the webinar, everybody. You'll be getting a link tomorrow afternoon about this same time with the links to the recording, so you can watch it again. All right. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.